Well, good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing? It's me, Pathina, the Blue Scottish, y'all, the singing goddess, and I'm back on this beautiful, cloudy Sunday morning. I hope everybody is feeling wonderful today. I came on today because when I awakened from my sleep this morning, I had a message from Tony, the fitness guy. You know who you are. I'm going to do this video for him and to whoever is curious about astro traveling, quantum traveling, astro projection. All of it is the same. So I want to start out by saying, first of all of us astro travel unconsciously, because when we fall asleep, fix this camera. When we fall asleep, your soul checks in the spiritual realms. And for those of us who can remember our dreams, that's exactly what you were doing. You were astro traveling. That's the real world, y'all. The dream state is the real world. But today, I want to talk about consciously astro traveling, astro projection, when we do it consciously. And this can be achieved, but first you must accept and know that we are not this. No, we're not. This is our avatar, and I'm sure a lot of us know this by now because there's a huge awakening going on across the planet. People are waking up and realizing that they're more than what they can look out at in the mirror. We are spiritual beings, soul beings that's living on the inside of this thing, this avatar, this car. We are the soul self. We are infinite energy, infinite beings with an unlimited amount of power and potential. We just don't know this because of the conditioning. But to get yourself in alignment for astro traveling, and I don't even want to use that word alignment because y'all, my earliest memories of astro traveling was when I was a child, probably about 7 or 8 years old. But at the time, we had a lot of old wise tales going around, like we still do, all these superstitions. When you feel what they call sleep paralysis, some of it may be legitimately paralysis, but not all of it. Not in my case. And I can only share with you my own personal experiences. But sleep paralysis is a sign that your soul wants to take flight. But we get caught up in the fears because as soon as you feel that sleep paralysis, we're told that, okay, a witch is riding your back. You're trying to die and all this stuff. You're grasping for your breath. What I want to invite you to do the next time sleep paralysis falls upon you, I want to invite you to just let it go. Let it all go. You will not die. The soul is intelligent. And the soul knows that you are not trying to leave. Our soul has an invisible thread, an invisible crystal thread that holds on to us so we will not lose our way. The cord cannot be cut. It's not time for the cord to be cut yet. So you can relax, and let it go. Give it up. You are that breath. When you breathe in and out, that's why when we meditate, we concentrate on that breath. The breath is the life force we all have. And when you let it go, it's not going anywhere but within. The soul can now take over and show you things that you have imagined. That's all it is. But when you want to consciously do it, I suggest you get into a quiet space, a dark room. Because when you close your eyes, what do you see? You see the darkness. Get comfortable with being in the dark. That's where we are. We all come out of the dark into the light. This material world. When you can remember and know, because memories are very important too. Know that the self, the soul you, will not steer you in the wrong direction. That's a little tug. It's time to come in. It's time to come home. Because what happens when we merge ourselves back together, we become the wholeness of who we are, the essence of who we are. And while I'm thinking about it, I want to tell you all about one of my experiences, one of the first conscious astral projections that I had. And I got up and I consciously set the mood. I was alone. And I suggest for me, it's best that I be alone. I cannot concentrate or focus unless I'm alone. So consciously, I set my space up. I lay down flat on my back and I began to focus on my breath, the breathing. And less than 5 minutes. For me, I always, for just 30 seconds, maybe less than 30 seconds, I can hear lightning. I can see little blue lights. And then I'm gone. And when that happens, there's just complete silence. Complete silence. Because that's where you want to be. In the silence. Sometimes I zip in and out of portals. And it's just for a second. I zip in a portal. I will observe. I will observe the surroundings. And then I'm gone again. Y'all, this is an exciting power to discover. Because when you discover your power to do this consciously, then manifesting whatever your desires are comes in a snap. That's why I urge you to take advantage. If anyone is familiar with the sleep paralysis, that's an opportunity too. No, that's not something you plan, because every time it comes upon me, it's not something I necessarily plan, but hey, I just go with it now. I just go with it because I know if it comes upon me like that, then the divine source of all things, the creator of all things, wants to show me something. Now, let me go back because I want to make this video as informative as I can. There's so many things, so many levels and layers to uncover with this astro projection thing that we got going on. Everybody can do this. There's no exception. If you have a soul, you can do this. Now, I lost my train of thought. I want to make something very clear to y'all about astral traveling. Anyway, it'll come back to me, but know that you are all There's nothing else. We're just energy. Don't get caught up into gender. Don't get caught up into any of this stuff. Remember, we are spiritual beings having natural experiences. But if you've never done it before and you're having a hard time trying to wiggle out of the body, then there are crystals that you can work with. And I recommend working with amethyst. And you can get any kind of amethyst. I have several pieces of amethyst here. And I like this really big chunk of, this is raw amethyst. And I recommend working with the carnelian. Carnelian will help stimulate your root chakra. Remember, we have a column in our spinal column is where our chakras are aligned. Now, I will say this before I go further, because I don't want anybody to get this thing twisted. I was astro traveling out my body before I started working with crystals, y'all. This is a mind, body, soul connection. Crystals are tools the Creator gives us. That's why they're deep in the earth crust. Crystals are electric. We are electric beings. So crystals offers help in activating your chakras, because all your chakras will have to be working in order to do it. So I would recommend you start working, listening to some 432 megahertz music, just stimulating your chakra system, stimulating your pineal gland. This is excellent. The amethyst is excellent for putting it on your third eye. So start slowly. Don't rush the process. Allow it to come flowing in natural. That's when you're going to have the best experience. And I know a lot of people say, well, when I open my third eye, I see demon-like faces and stuff. Dismiss all of that. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is that you see if this is your experience. When you see faces that's not so pleasing to look at, you are coming face to face with fears. Those are your fears. Some of those fears could stem back to childhood. Only you know what you are afraid of. You may not have any baggage of fear that's lurking in your energetic field. You just may be afraid to astral project. You just may be afraid to leave out your body. So just as you're about to achieve this amazing experience, those ugly faces may show up. So I invite you to look them head on, look them in the eye, and dismiss them. Because it's nobody else. It's not something strange coming from someplace else, y'all. That's how the divine shows us fears, limitations that we don't need. They don't serve us. They're not real. They cannot hurt you in any way. You are the powerful soul creation of source energy. Nothing can hurt you. Although, initially I would, get me some black tourmaline and keep on the side of the bed. But this spiritual journey, it starts out as being a journey. But I promise you, you'll get to a place where it won't be a journey anymore. It'll just be. It'll just be what it is. You are all that you need. The soul you, the self, the quiet. That's all it is. And from that place, which where you will travel, from that place, you can create all your desires and you can direct them to come into the 3D. You're going into an invisible world, highly powerful, highly spiritual aspect of who you are. A god, a goddess, divine masculine, divine feminine. And you're going in to meet with Father, Sun, Mother, Moon. Very powerful, y'all. In 2020, I invite you and encourage you to make this part of the natural experience. We're only having a natural experience for a short time. These things we must master, coming in and out of the body at will, not just when sleep paralysis falls upon us, but I say when sleep paralysis falls upon you, take advantage of that state and just let it go, release it all. That will help you, and it will help you overcome and eliminate that fear of ever leaving the body again. That's what that does. And now I know that sleep paralysis is spirit way of giving us a little boost to do this. Now that's my personal experience, and everybody will have a different experience. So my experience may not be your experience, but that's what I now believe why sleep paralysis comes upon us. I believe now that it's just spirit's way of giving us a little boost. And the second you take spirit upon his offer, her offer, it's not even a he, y'all, it's a power, it's another video. But as soon as you take advantage of spirit's offer for that little boost and just relax and let it go, don't fight it. I was told to fight that feeling of sleep paralysis, that, something bad's going to happen. No, it's not. You will have an amazing experience if you just let that go. Sleep on your back and allow it to come upon you. And when it comes upon you, just release it all. Be empty and be open to the unlimited, untapped potential that you have. And you will see that, hey, astro traveling, y'all, is exciting and it's quite fun, to be honest, y'all. I'm a little addicted to it. Remember, we want to be in our light bodies. We eat right at least 90% of the time, y'all. We got to watch our diet. We got to put more natural foods into our bodies so we can stay electric. Because when we keep our bodies electric, hey, it's a lot easier. These crystals, hey, they are electric. So we become like magnets. And that's why we can use them to help us get in and out of our bodies at will. So that's my take on astral traveling and astral projection, y'all. And hey, I invite you to get into the know. Get your root chakra stimulated, and you get that root chakra stimulated that's at the base of your spine. It's gonna go all the way up. And when you start to feel a little heat, now sometimes you might feel a little heat. I do. I feel it all the time. So that's natural as well. Don't let that frighten you. As your chakras are being activated and the dormant snake is rising, you're going to feel that heat. Go with it. And always remember this. Anytime any type of fears come and visit, know you are on to something. They're not going to show up if you're not on to something. They're on their job. They're there to just to make you feel afraid, make you feel like you cannot go to the next step of it. Hey, I'm inviting you to go all the way with it. Let the heat rise. Let the fears come. They will pass. They can't stay. They don't have power. You, the soul self, you have the power. Remember that. And that, remembering that thought that you have the power, you are the soul, the essence of the divine. You are a part of that. That is a part of you. That's what it is, y'all. Don't allow any of your thoughts to make you feel afraid. Go all the way with this thing. And when you go all the way with this thing, hey, you are the mighty king, queen, magician. The world is truly your oyster. And you will have a more wonderful life experience. And now I hear about a lot of people feeling this sensation to go on to the next level. I'm telling you, it's source energy. Your creator is nudging at you to do this because we are in a very potent time. You're going to need all the power from within to help you get through this transformation. The planet, y'all, we are in space. And I see a lot of people walking around like we're walking on flat ground. No, we are in space. We are traveling. Look at the earth. Look at the universe. We're sitting in a black abyss. We get the experience of having light on our side of the planet while the other side of the planet is asleep. And as they begin to awaken, we fall asleep. That's just what it is, y'all. This thing is real, it's powerful, and it's so important to get it. So I hope, Mr. Tony, I hope this answers some of your questions. If not, hit me up again and I'll do another video. But let this be personal for you. Make it personal. Yes, you can hear my take on astral projection, and there's a lot of people talking about it on YouTube. So I say, look across the board, and whatever you resonate with, take it, use it, see if it'll help you. If it don't help you, then I just invite you to sit quiet, turn everything off, just be with yourself. Yourself is your guide, your higher consciousness. Your subconscious is your guide. It will not lead you astray. It's always right. It never judges. Don't listen to anyone saying that because you do A, B, C, and D, you can't achieve it. You can achieve it. You are the soul. You are the power that lives within. This is nothing. Let the ego, drop off the ego. Let it go. And we all have to struggle sometimes with that ego person. I know I do sometimes to remind myself, hey, you're not the blues goddess. You know what I'm saying? That's just, something I do to provide for myself. That's just something I do. And but I'm on the inside of this thing. And that power, that soul being, is the one that navigates my path and never leads me astray. So until next time, y'all, this is Pathina the Blues Goddess, y'all, the singing goddess, and I'll be back again with some more encouraging words to help you and help myself, encourage myself to stay on this spiritual journey, y'all, the only journey, the only path that I want to be on. Yes, get in and stay in the higher you, the highest version of you, which is king, queen, god, goddess, and everything else will fall in line at the command of your voice. Yes, y'all have a great Sunday, and I'll see you again the next time on Blues Goddess Spirituality.